Heritage is a very vast term. It encompasses all the human activity on this earth. Word heritage comes from inheritance, what we get from our forefathers. As all of us know, our parents, our elders, when they leave this world, they leave something for us in the shape of property, in the shape of bank balances, and many other things they leave for us. And sometimes we talk about that, we feel proud of it, and sometimes we waste whatever we get from our parents, from our forefathers. At the same time, not only material things, not only bank balances, but there are some values which we inherit from our parents, from our forefathers, from our elders. That inheritance is known as heritage. We can be very proud of it that our parents left these values for us. As a famous English poet says, lives of great men all remind us we can make our lives sublime, and departing leave behind us footprints on the sands of time. Every nation, every country, every ethnic group, every social organization, every community has its own heritage. If we start with our civilization, we know that early man used to live in jungle. He lived the life of an animal, lived like an animal. But from that day up to this day, the whole face of the planet has changed. Man has made so much strides in the field of science. Our life, our way of living, our lifestyle has changed. But when we move down to the memory lane, we will appreciate that our elders have done great things for us. This is due to their efforts, their sufferings, that we have got all which we are enjoying today on this earth. So that is world heritage. That is human heritage. Then there are so many religions on this earth. We have Christianity, we have Islam, we have Buddhism, and so many other religions also. Their founders and their preachers, their missionaries, have left so many things for the people, for the generations to come. So every religion has its own heritage. Every philosophical stream has its own heritage. Every family has its own heritage. So when we talk of Sikh religion and Sikh heritage, we think of Guru Nanak Dev. As all of you know, Sikh religion was started by Guru Nanak Dev Ji. He was born in the year 1469 at Raipur, Talwandi. Now it is called as Nankana in Pakistan. So this man, Guru Nanak, when he came to the worldly scene, he saw so much of turmoil, so much of suffering for the humans, and there were discords, there were disputes. People were fighting in the name of religion. This my religion is better, his religion is not good, and so many things like this. So Guru Nanak thought the whole mankind, the entire mankind, should pursue a path which is conducive for the betterment of human race on this earth. And after Guru Nanak, our other 9 gurus, they contributed to the thought. Then we have a long history of struggle. After Guru Gobind Singh Ji, about 99 years of history is history of struggle. The Sikhs were living in the jungles. They were fighting the tyrannical rule of the time. There were so many martyrs who came to the scene in the state of Punjab, and they sacrificed their lives for the sake of Panth, for the sake of goodness, and for the sake of better human existence on this earth. And then Sikh rule was established. Maharaja Ranjit Singh ruled Punjab for about 40 years, and his rule, which is known as Sikh Raj or Khalsa Raj, was basically sought to be based on the teachings of Guru Nanak Dev Ji and teachings of other gurus. So our gurus showed us the path. How can we live better? How can we an asset to the whole mankind? So they gave us so many values which we even cherish even today. We are very proud of all those things. So all these things combined together becomes our heritage. And I feel we are the recipients of a very rich heritage from our gurus, from our history, from our scriptures, from our philosophical books, and so many other things. But we are least concerned. We don't find time that we go through all these things. How big we are, how good human beings we are, how can we disseminate the ideas, the noble thoughts, the teachings of our gurus, of our scriptures in the whole of the world. We do not even try to know what they are. So what I mean to say, when we talk of Sikh heritage, we have to think about some basic points, some basic things which our religion, what Guru Nanak Dev Ji wanted to do in this earth, on this earth, in this world. The basic thing Guru Nanak Dev Ji told us was Kit Karna, Naam Japna and Van Shakna. For every human on this earth should work honestly, should earn his livelihood through honest means. Then he should meditate on the name of God. He should be spiritual. He should be spiritually awakened. And then he should distribute, share whatever he earns through his hard work. He should share with others. These are the basic things which Guru Nanak Dev Ji gave to this world. And then other gurus contributed to what is now known as Sikh history, Sikh philosophy, or whatever name we give it. One thing which was very important, Guru Arjan Dev Ji, the fifth Guru, his contribution to Sikh heritage is very great. All of you know that this Guru Granth Sahib Ji was compiled by Guru Arjan Dev Ji, the fifth Guru. He compiled it, he collected all the Bani of all the Gurus, Bhagats, and then the Sikhs, and this Granth was compiled in the year 1604, and it was enshrined in the Harmandir Sahib, now known as Golden Temple. Then Guru Arjan Dev Ji built Harimandir, the Golden Temple. There was also a specific effort to create such a temple which belongs to every human being on this earth. As we know, there are 4 doors of the Harimandir. In Hindu temples, there is only 1 door. And we have 4 doors in this temple, which symbolizes that anybody from any part of the earth, from any caste, can come to this temple and sing and sit there and listen to the scriptures. At the same time, Guru Arjan Dev Ji sacrificed his life for the sake of truth. And he was so peaceful. He did not retaliate. He gave his life to start a new peaceful movement in the state of Punjab. Now we talk of non-violence, but Guru Arjan Dev Ji was the first person who started this movement of non-violence in Punjab. And he gave his life, you know, everybody knows it, every Sikh knows it, that how many tortures he suffered at the hands of Emperor Jahangir. And then the Sikhs became militant also, and the concept of Adi and Shakti. We are saints, And at the same time, we are soldiers also. We will fight against injustice. Guru Gobind Singh Ji fought against injustice, and you know how he sacrificed his father for the sake of Hindu religion, to allow freedom of expression, freedom of worship to everybody on this earth. And then he sacrificed his sons. He himself fought bravely, and there were so many Sikh martyrs, Bhai Mani Singh Ji, Bhai Mati Das Ji, Bhai Dyala Ji, and then Baba Deep Singh Ji, Bhai Taru Singh Ji, who fought for the sake of truth and for the ideals which were propagated, which were the path which was shown by Guru Nanak Dev Ji to us. So in Sikh heritage, we have so many social things which have influenced the society. We have Sikh arts, we have Sikh architecture. You know, our gurdwaras, very beautiful buildings, very conceptual buildings. Throughout the world, we have made very good gurdwaras. And there are so many artists in the community, among the Sikhs, who have created museum. As you go to Golden Temple, you find there is a museum at the entrance which depicts our history and the great exploits of our ancestors. They have done great things. One is inspired to see all these paintings and other things kept there. Then our heritage has one basic thing, and we always forget that: our own language. Sadi Pasha, our own language, Punjabi. Guru Granth Sahib is written in Guru script. And everything which is our heritage is in Guru Granth Sahib, the teachings of Guru Granth Sahib. And to know Guru Granth Sahib better, to recite Bani, to do Kirtan, we must know that our language is very important. So we should be proud of our language as Guru Nanak wished. Khatriyan ka dharam chhodiya malesh pakha gayi. We should not forget our language. Then there is Kirtan, Gurmat Sangeet. Sangeet is a very important part of our religion. It was Guru Nanak who used music for spiritual attainment. So all these things, then there are some institutions which have been created with the passage of time. For example, we have an important institution of Langar. Langar is attached to every Gurudwara, and it has some meanings. Langar is very important institution of the Sikhs, and there are so many other institutions which history has given us, which has become our heritage. So when we think of heritage, when we talk of heritage, we should always be prepared to teach our children all these things. Specifically in this part of the world or outside India, I feel our new generation, our children, they are going away from their valuable heritage, their rich heritage. And this is our duty, the duty of the parents, duty of the elders, duty of the Gurdwara managements, duty of the missionaries, duty of the teachers, to teach our children the greatness of our heritage. What is our heritage? So these are some of the points which I have outlined here. I will now request all of you to participate in the discussion. What can we do? What should we do? And what is the importance of all these things which on the whole form our heritage? First of all, I will invite Dr. because he is very much enthusiastic about the promotion of Sikh heritage. Dr. You can come on with that mic.
Whole meaning of this, like we want to learn about our religion, but how many people are here? That's the sad part, that we are not interested. But the important thing is, whosoever is there, they have to do it. I used to feel very discouraged when I came to this country in the beginning. The sad part was, I myself didn't know anything about my religion. I'm from a Sikh family, I'm proud of that. And I used to get up every day. We will not get breakfast without doing a part. We used to do it, but I never tried to understand the meaning of that. And I used to go to Gurdwara every day, do Matha Day, go to Gurpurab, do Seva, everything what's supposed to be done, but never learn anything what a religion is, what a thing is. When I moved to this country, there were a lot of questions were raised. Who I am? I went to go for the interview. They want me to take the turban off, only then I'll be given residency. I refused. That kind of jolted me. What I am, why I'm doing this. I got to learn about myself. And then I started learning about my religion. I started asking questions. It has to come from inside. But the thing is, I used to feel bad why everybody is not doing it. But then I learned again, talking to learned persons, talking to everybody, a lot of people. First, I got to correct myself. First, I got to know myself. Only then I can impart the knowledge to my kids. I can talk to other people with some knowledge. I can talk to them who I am, and only then other people can follow it. My kids can follow me only if I am doing the right thing. If I am not doing there, it will be far, far behind. It's such a rich heritage. We don't even know an idea of the things, what we are, what our religion has given to this world. And so that becomes really important. And I think the first step should be from each and every person to learn it oneself, that what we are, what our religion is, what our heritage is. As Uncle ji said, we say that every day, every time, but we in our minds, we are not sure about that. We are not proud. If as a Sikh, I cannot go in front of 2,000 people, or even if you're in front of 2 people and tell them I'm a Sikh, that's the sad part. If you want to be a Sikh, then you should be able to say it. And if I'm saying that proudly, then my kids can say it. So I think the first step, this is my understanding, is everybody can look at it a different way. My understanding is first step is, as a human being, as a single person, I got to learn first. And then if I do the right thing, then I can tell my kids. If I'm watching TV and I cannot tell my kids, go do part. If I'm going to drink and I tell my kids, don't drink it, it's not going to work out. I'm going to set an example. And the most important thing is our gurus have set the example for us. And we've got to follow that, at least we do that. And again, first thing is we got to do it ourselves. And if I can come to Gurdwara early in the morning, only then I can ask my kids to, you got to come there too. And they will follow suit. They see it. They see what we as parents or elders are doing it, they'll come and do it. If I come to Gurdwara and don't listen to the part, don't try to learn it, then I cannot blame my kids. They are going the right path. I cannot say that. It's a simple fact. It's not only about our religion, it's about each and every aspect of life which we learn it here. Whatever a parent does it, and that most of the time the children will follow that. Of course, there got to be Bible bakshish, which I'm still trying to learn that, how to get the bakshish. You know, we always raise question to Uncle Ji, how to get bakshish? If we say, Gurbani say that, if Gurbani mein tukka da yaad pa Gurbani, Bible di bakshish hoegi, tad hi sara kuch milega. But if my question becomes is, if I am not born with the bakshish, how to get it? But at least I have learned this thing is, by doing part, try to learn it, I might be able to reach that stage to get that bakshish. And simple thing is, we always say that, ki Babe di mehr bahut hai, Baba, why do hurt and learn that? But we should be able to get it. A simple example we discussed here in the Gurdwara many years ago, and the Uncle Ji gave that example is, it's raining outside. It's raining outside. It's raining very hard, but we want to get that water. But if you go outside and put a glass upside down, you will not get a drop of it. But you got to turn the glass around to get the water. And that effort in turning the glass around is your inside got to tell it. You want to learn it. You want to learn it. You want to get something there. The effort in turning that glass around to get the water of rain is the same way. If you want to come to Gurdwara, make an effort to learn it. Only then we can reach somewhere. Only then we can learn something. Otherwise, we are to blame ourselves. We are losing everything. Yesterday only I saw a movie, and this was interesting in the sense like, there was in Australia, there's Aborigines, which were the native people, and when the so-called now Australian, they came over there, they were more powerful and they have other things, and so they wanted to control them. So what they did was in 1930s, it's a true story, in 1930s, one thing is they built the rabbit fence, they call the so-called fence, and then they try to catch the little kids of the Aborigines and put them in a camp so that they can use them in future as servants to do their work at place. And they showed that they will snatch away the kids from the parents and then put them in the camp. And they snatched 3 girls from one family. The eldest was 12 or 13 years old. Then there was an 8-year-old and 5-year-old. And they took them 1200 miles away from their home to put in the camp. The girls were determined, and they didn't want, and they were forcing them to learn English to do the work. They didn't want to lose their heritage. They wanted to come back home, live like that they were. And those girls, they ran away from there, they traveled 1200 miles on foot. This is 1930s, 1200 miles, and they reached the rabbit fence. The girls didn't have any map, they didn't have anything, but were determined. The girl knew it, there's a rabbit fence which goes from north to south, east to west, and then when they reached a point, they're talking to the people, getting the knowledge, by going by side the fence, they reached home. Because they were determined. They were 12 or 13 years old, much younger than us. They don't have any means, don't have any map, they don't have any car, nothing, but they reached home because they were determined. They wanted to do something, they wanted to achieve something. We have so many means. We have so many things available. But again, we got to have determination, and we got to make an effort on our own to reach that stage. And there are so many examples, but examples are if we have effort, we make an effort to read it. So my suggestion is, it's us. We have to know that I want to do this, I want to get this. Only then can do it. Same thing, it's in the same, we watch football so much, or any game for that matter, and every time we say this team won because they wanted more. They were determined to get it done. First thing is we got to make a determination. I want to learn about my heritage. I want to be a Sikh, and only that we can impart that to our kids. I think we can start from there, and everybody can come there. Why do we Khalsa? Why do we?
Anybody who wants to participate in the discussion can stand up and come to the mic. There's no problem.
You can sit there.
You can sit wherever you want, no problem. All the participants.
I think should I speak in Punjabi or should I speak in English?
Whatever you like. What is your heritage? For the benefit of the kids, it should be in English.
Okay, thank you. So, this is a very big subject, you see. Our heritage involves everything, you see, beginning from, you see, our daily living and especially our spiritual heritage, that aspect of it. It includes, before I entered, I listened to Dr. Rattan. So he has explained it very well, you see, and it includes especially our language, the Punjabi. If for which you see, before that entire, you see, our literature, our everything was, you see, in India was in Sanskrit, which nobody could understand, and the entire, you see, philosophy was in English. I'm sorry, in Sanskrit, which was, you see, difficult for the ordinary people to learn. So Guru Nanak was the only person, only prophet in that part of the world who, you see, explained everything in the native vernacular of that country. And so people were able to grasp the things. And it was, as he already mentioned, you see, and Dr. Glamour also, you see, has told, you see, few years. So he introduced the system of succession. And all the 10 gurus themselves lived as a model. And those people who, you see, learned to live that life, they were called Sikhs. Sikh means a learned person. Sikh, as previous theologians and historians have mentioned, that you see, Sikh is a word derived from Sikh, but I do not agree with that. This is, our literature says Guru Gobind Singh has, you see, specifically mentioned both spiritually and temporally, whereas a Sikh means an ignorant and not learned person. So there is a clear indication. Shok, Ashok. Shok means sorrow and Ashok means sorrowness. Padya, unpad. So after 10 yamas, the Guru Gobind Singh then felt that, you see, they have, you see, now become models. They, with 200 years of, you see, teaching of the living Gurus, 5 people turned out to be, 2 Sikhs. And now, you see, almost 300 years have passed. And you see, the government at that time was persecuting them. The Gurus, they started killing one Guru, you see. But instead of eliminating the Guru, he produced 5 Sikhs during his lifetime. And then now you see,
he is a American gentleman who is fascinated by our scriptures, by our history, by our philosophical books. So he is so proud of Sikhism that he has started living like a Sikh. He asked me that I want to tie a turban, and I told him that I will give you one. But he was so enthusiastic that he went to Walmart and got a piece of cloth and then tied it like a turban and came to the Gurdwara. His wife, Eliza, she should stand up. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. She is very happy, because after reading our literature, Sikh literature, Mr. Chris has stopped smoking. He has stopped taking alcohol as well. And he is very happy that Sikhism is the real philosophy, real religion which attempts to make human beings good. So we are very proud of such gentlemen, and we should also follow whatever he feels we should learn something from him, how great our heritage is. Now I will request anyone from this side, a few words, 2 words, 3 words, 4 lines.
मेरे बोल मैं कुछ तैयार करके नहीं आई, मैंने नहीं सी पता कि मैं इत्थे कुछ बोलना है, पर मैं ही कहांगी बच्चों को कि जो तुहाडे माँ बाप तुहानू सिखाते हैं कि रोज़ गुरुद्वारे आना चाहिए, रोज़ स्नान करना चाहिए और रोज़ बाबा जी का पाठ करना चाहिए, भावें एक पौड़ी करो पर करना जरूर चाहिए। और जो साडे गुरु साहब ने दस्सिया उन्हां पुरनियां ते सानू चलण दी सिक्ख्या होनी चाहिए है। ये जो कुछ सीखना है अपने माँ बाप को सीखना है, अपने गुरु ग्रंथ साहब को सीखना है और 10 गुरु जेडे सानू सिक्ख्या देंदे ने उन्हां कोलों असीं सीखना। सो यही मेरे उन्होंने रिक्वेस्ट है कि जो तुहाडे माँ बाप तुहानू सिखाते हैं वो जरूर सीखो। वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह।
All I have to say is that just keep encouraging your kids. We feel good when people are encouraging us, praising us what we're doing. I feel good sometimes when I do kirtan and aunties tell me, oh, you did a good job. I feel good. Then next week I'm going to do it again and I'm going to learn a new one. And also younger children, they love it when you praise them, help encourage and help them on. Always encourage the kids because they need that. That's what they need. And also I think that we need the Christian kids, they have youth groups. We need youth groups so older kids and younger kids can spend time together and just have fun, play sports or read or talk about or watch movies together. Anything like that would be a good program. And that's it.
And there was one poem recited by a kid. Dr.Satnam Singh has come. He should recite his poem first and then say a few words about the heritage also.
आज प्रोफेसर साहब तो अभी बाकी सब तो अपने सिख इतिहास बारे सिख इतिहास के फलसफे बारे सुनिया आनंद माणिया। प्रोफेसर साहब ने एक्चुअली जो कि आप की पंचकोटी के कवि हैं, मैनू इतने कविता विसाखी के मौके कविता पढ़ने का मन बख्शिया सी, पर कुछ कारण करके विसाखी के मौके से टाइम से पहुंचा नहीं गया। सो मैं आज कविता पढ़ने की कोशिश करांगा। आप आते हैं और बहुत माण है सानू अपने पंजाब के वतन से। वैसाख का महीना बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है, तुहानू सबनू पता ही है। सिर्फ धार्मिक कारण करके नहीं, सोशल कल्चरल कारण करके भी वैसाख का महीना बहुत जोर जबर का मौका है।
चीज़ां संदोख देने वालियां नहीं, पेश देने वालियां नहीं। और मिसाल दे रहे हैं, खस्त रथ बड़े बड़े हाथी राजे को होंदे ने, संग संतन तै पाए। तो साथ संगत ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਨ, ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਨ, ਮਿਹਰ ਕਰਨ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਤਸੰਗ ਦੇ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸਤਿਨਾਮ 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 ਜੀ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਤੇਰੋ ਨਾਮ ਤੇਰੋ ਨਾਮ ਤੇਰੋ ਨਾਮ ਜੀ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ। ਸਤ ਸੰਗਤ, ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਸਮੂਹ ਸੰਗਤ ਪਾਸੋਂ ਕਿਮਾਨਾ ਜਾਚਕ ਹਾਂ। ਸਾਡੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਰਹੇਗੀ ਕਿ 1 ਵਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਹਰ ਹਾਲਤ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਨੰਦ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦਾ ਪਾਠ ਕਰਕੇ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਕਰੀਏ। ਅੱਜ ਕਾਲਜ ਦੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਹੈਰੀਟੇਜ ਕਾਲਜ ਦਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਜ਼ਿਕਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਉਹਦੀ ਓਪਨਿੰਗ ਹੋਣੀ ਹੈ। ਸਿਰਫ 5-7 ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਮੈਂ ਪੜ੍ਹਨੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਅੱਗੇ। ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਮੈਂ 2 ਮਿੰਟ ਲਈ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਾਂਗਾ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਕੁਝ ਕਹਿਣ, ਫਿਰ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਮੈਂ 5-7 ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਆਗੇ ਲਵਾਂ। ਡਾਕਟਰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਪਾਕ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਹੋਈ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਜਾਮਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਸਿੱਖ ਫੈਮਲੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਨਮ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ। ਵੀ ਆਰ ਰੀਲੀ ਥੈਂਕਫੁਲ ਫॉर दैट, but the important thing is how to maintain that, how to maintain this being a human being and being a Sikh, and how to achieve our goal. The goal is, as I said earlier, most of us don't even know, including myself, what is our goal to be a human being, be a Sikh, to achieve that. And so it's a duty for all of us, and especially the Prabandha committee, to help us to achieve that goal. And we are thankful, we are again thankful to Vaheguru that Professor Saab has come over here and he's helping us in these regard. And with his efforts, we have decided, the Sangat had decided to make Sikh Heritage College. And we requested, the Sangat of Gurdwara requested Professor Saab to become a principal and coordinator of the Sikh Heritage College so that he can guide us, to help us to be with our heritage and to achieve our goal. So he has kindly accepted that, and I request him to tell us the program of the Sikh Heritage College. Vaheguru ji ka
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹੁਕਮ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਕਾਲਜ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਮੈਂ ਸੰਭਾਲਾਂ। ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬੜੀ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਹੈ, ਸੰਗਤ ਜੋ ਮਾਣ ਦਿੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਬੜੀ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਤੇ ਮਾਣ ਨਾਲ ਪ੍ਰਵਾਨ ਕਰਦਾ ਹਾਂ। ਪਰ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਇਕੱਲਾ ਕਾਲਜ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਿੰਸੀਪਲ ਹੀ ਨਾ ਰਹਿ ਜਾਵੇ। ਪ੍ਰਿੰਸੀਪਲ ਨੂੰ ਬੜੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਔਰ ਇਸ ਦੇਸ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਬੜੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਡੈਡੀਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੈ। ਮੈਂ 5-7 ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਹਨ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਪਹਿਲੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਤਾਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਕਲਾਸ ਦੀ, ਅਸੀਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਦੇਰ ਤੋਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਕਲਾਸ ਲਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਪਰ ਇਸ ਗੱਲ ਦਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਅਫਸੋਸ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਵੀ ਆਰ ਨਾਟ ਇੰਟਰਸਟਿਡ ਇਨ ਲਰਨਿੰਗ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ, ਵੀ ਆਰ ਰਨਿੰਗ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਕਲਾਸ। ਮੈਂ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਇੱਕ ਥਾਂ 'ਤੇ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬੜੀ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਹੋਈ। ਉਸ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਪੜ੍ਹੀਆਂ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਮਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅੰਮੀ ਜੀ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਸਨ, ਤੇ ਆਂਟੀ ਜੋ ਆਂਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਭ ਕੁਛ ਲੁਕਾ ਲਈ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਮਾਸੀ ਮਾਸੀ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਸੀ। ਬੜੀ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਉਹ ਜੀ ਗੱਲਾਂ। ਹਰ ਘਰ ਦਾ ਰਸੋਈ ਘਰ, ਡਾਈਨਿੰਗ ਹਾਲ ਔਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗੀ, ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਇੱਕ ਕਲਾਸ ਪਾਉਂਦਾ ਵੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪੈਦਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ। ਬਾਕੀ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਚੱਲਣਗੀਆਂ। ਸਿਰਫ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੁਛ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ, ਵੀ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ ਪਾਰਟੀਸਿਪੇਟ ਐਕਟਿਵਲੀ। ਸਾਡੀ ਐਕਟਿਵ ਪਾਰਟੀਸਿਪੇਸ਼ਨ ਤਨ ਮਨ ਔਰ ਧਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ। ਦੂਜੀ, ਅਡਲਟ ਕਲਾਸ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰਪੋਜ਼ਲ ਇੱਕ ਬਣਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹਾਂ ਮੈਂ। ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਬਾਰੇ, ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਬਾਰੇ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅਡਲਟਸ ਹਨ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਹਨ, ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਦੇ ਭੈਣ ਜੀ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਸਨ ਕਿ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਕਲਾਸ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਡਿਪੈਂਡ ਕੋਈ ਇਸ ਗੱਲ 'ਤੇ ਕਰੇਗਾ ਕਿ ਅਡਲਟ ਕਲਾਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਕੌਣ ਹੈ, ਇੰਟਰਸਟ ਕਿਹਦਾ ਹੈ। ਮੇਰੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਹੋਏਗੀ ਕਿ ਜਿਸ ਦਿਨ ਬੀਬੀਆਂ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਸੁਖਮਨੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦਾ, ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਜੋੜ ਕੇ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਬਣਾ ਲਈ ਜਾਵੇ। ਦੂਸਰੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੰਗੀਤ ਦੀ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ, ਕੀਰਤਨ ਦੀ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ। ਮੈਂ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਮਾਪੇ ਬੜੇ ਭੱਜ ਨੱਠ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਇੰਨੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਵੀ ਖਰਚ ਹੋ ਜਾਣ, ਸਾਡੇ ਬੱਚੇ 2-4 ਸ਼ਬਦ ਸਿੱਖ ਜਾਣ, ਐਸਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਇੰਨੇ ਵਸੀਲੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੇ, ਜਿਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਮੁਸ਼ਕਿਲ 'ਚ ਫਸੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਮੇਰੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਹੋਏਗੀ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਲੋਕ ਸੰਗੀਤ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜੇ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ, ਇੱਥੇ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਤਿਰੂਪੰਤ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਤਬਲੇ ਦੇ ਟੀਚਰ ਹਨ, ਮੇਰੇ ਸ਼੍ਰੀਮਤੀ ਜੀ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸਰ ਹਨ, ਰਿਟਾਇਰਡ ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸਰ ਹਨ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਤਾਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੰਸਟਰੂਮੈਂਟਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਾਸਟਰ ਡਿਗਰੀ ਲਈ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ। और कीर्तन भी करते हैं। मैं इन्होंने रिक्वेस्ट की सी कि मैं सब तो पहला तुहाडी कोऑपरेशन की लोड़ है, तुसीं मेरे नाल चलो ते बच्चियां जिहड़ियां सतार को सीखना चाहुंदियां होण जां कीर्तन दे नाल जुड़ना चाहुंदियां होण, ਉਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਕਿ ਇਸ ਕਾਲਜ ਦੇ ਬੈਨਰ ਹੇਠ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਕਰੀਏ। ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਰਮਨ ਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਨਵੀਂ ਚੀਜ਼ ਬਣਾਈ ਹੈ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇੱਕ DVD ਬਣਾਈ। DVD ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ DVD ਲਗਾ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟਿਸ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ, ਸ਼ਬਦ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟਿਸ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ। ਬਹੁਤੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਦੂਰ ਜਾਣ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ, ਬਹੁਤਾ ਦੂਰ ਲਾਉਣ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ। ਉਹ ਵੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਹੋਏਗੀ ਕਿ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਵਧੇਰੇ ਗਿਣਤੀ ਵੀ ਤਿਆਰ ਕਰਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਤੱਕ ਜਾਂ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਲੋੜਵੰਦ ਹਨ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਦਿਲਚਸਪੀ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਈਏ। ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਮਨ 'ਚ ਪਬਲੀਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਕੁਝ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਇੱਛਾ ਹੈ। ਸੈਮੀਨਾਰਸ, ਵਰਕਸ਼ਾਪ ਤੇ ਕੈਂਪਸ ਵਗੈਰਾ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਾਲਜ ਦੇ ਬੈਨਰ ਥੱਲੇ ਲਗਾਵਾਂਗੇ। ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਲਾਇਬ੍ਰੇਰੀ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੀ ਇਹ ਐਕਟਿਵ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। 2-4 ਸੱਜਣ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹਨ, ਉਹ ਕਿਤਾਬਾਂ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ। ਮੈਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਤਾਬਾਂ ਪੜ੍ਹਨ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਲਚਰ ਹੈ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਡਿਵੈਲਪ ਕਰੀਏ। ਇੱਥੇ ਕਿਤਾਬਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਘੱਟ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਲੋੜ ਦੀਆਂ ਕਿਤਾਬਾਂ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਘੱਟ ਨੇ। ਮੇਰੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਇਹ ਰਹੇਗੀ ਕਿ ਉਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਕਿਤਾਬਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਲਿਆ ਕੇ ਇੱਕ ਲਾਇਬ੍ਰੇਰੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਸੱਚਮੁੱਚ ਹੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਜੋ ਹੈਰੀਟੇਜ ਨੂੰ ਰਿਫਲੈਕਟ ਕਰੇ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਇੰਟਰਸਟ ਨਾਲ ਆ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕਿਤਾਬਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲਿਜਾਣ ਤੇ ਪੜ੍ਹਨ। ਇਹ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਹਾਂ। ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਹੋਵੇ, ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਹੋਵੇ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਕੋਆਪਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਵੇ। ਕੋਆਪਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਤੋਂ ਬਿਨਾਂ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਏਗੀ। ਮੈਂ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਪਿਛਲੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਇਹ ਜ਼ੋਰ ਨਾਲ ਅਨਾਊਂਸਮੈਂਟ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ, ਪਰ ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਘੱਟ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਲੋੜ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਵਿਖਾਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇ ਰਿਹਾ। ਘਰਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਮਜਬੂਰੀਆਂ ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ, ਪਰ ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਕਮਿਟਮੈਂਟ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਲ, ਆਪਣੇ ਹੈਰੀਟੇਜ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਵੇ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਵਧਦੇ ਨੇ। ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਦਾ ਬਹੁਤਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੈਂਦਾ, ਸਿਰਫ ਇੱਕ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਾਦ ਵਰਤਾਏ ਜਾਣ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਅਸੀਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਕਾਲਜ ਦਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਬੋਰਡ ਲੱਗਾ ਹੈ ਉੱਥੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋਵਾਂਗੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਉੱਥੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਹੈਰੀਟੇਜ ਕਾਲਜ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਫੋਟੋ ਹੋਏਗੀ ਤੇ ਬਕਾਇਦਾ ਕਾਲਜ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਦਫ਼ਤਰ ਹੈ ਉਹਦਾ ਗੇਟ ਖੋਲ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਏਗਾ। ਸਾਰੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਲੰਗਰ ਛਕਣ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ 5 ਮਿੰਟਾਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਦੇਣ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾਲਤਾ ਕਰੇ। ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਲੰਗਰ ਬਾਰੇ ਮੈਂ ਅਨਾਊਂਸਮੈਂਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਲੰਗਰ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਦਿਨ ਖਾਲੀ ਹਨ in the month of July 9th, 23rd, in the month of August, 6th August, September 3rd, October 1st, and 15th and 22nd are vacant. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਸੇਵਾ ਲੈਣੀ ਹੋਵੇ ਉਹ ਇਹ ਸੇਵਾ ਲੈ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਨ। ਆਪਣੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਥੇ ਸੇਠੀ ਹੋਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ, ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਹੋਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਂ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਵਿਖੇ ਪਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਹੁਕਮ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾ ਸਕੇ। ਇਹਦੇ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਕਹਿ ਕੇ ਕਿਮਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਪੁੱਲਾਂ ਗਲਤੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਕਿਮਾਂ ਦੇਣੀ। ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਾਲ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰੀਏ ਦਾ ਰੱਬ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਦੇ ਵਰਤੇਗੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। Come here, please.
Are you allowed to go in there?
Yeah.
No. No, we're allowed to go. Mac, you. We are. Where are we out?
Right now, right now.
Like,
पैर तक सड़ गए। It's hot. कल तुसी बूट पा लो।
जो गेस्ट लाइट फोटो खींचे तो ब्लैक आएगी फोटो।
नहीं ये तो वीडियो है। आ जाओ ना, बुला लो। वीडियो है।
you have to stay for that.
आओ जाओ।
Oh my God! What do you guys love with me?
You tried the most.
No, shut up. Go back. We can't. Nobody can see me. Okay?
That's okay.
एक मिनट पुत्र का है।
Yeah, listen.
It's okay. Stop getting
आओ जाओ। आओ डॉक्टर साहब आओ।
You're not soft. Yes, I'm almost. At least 3. You're going down. It's like this. Like, turn around.
बोले सो
बच्चे सारे अंदर चले गए। This is the opening of library also.
चल
बोले सो निहाल, बोले सो निहाल,
बढ़ जाओ सारे। चलो भाई get all.
चलो
ਇਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ
की
ਇਹ ਮੂਵੀ
हाँ ये दे देंगे।
Sword is right out the window. Yeah, the sword just goes in front.
ਬੜੇ ਕਿਨੇ
एक और
What?
चलो जी चलिए।
हाँ
आखिरी जगारा कौन बुलाएगा जगारा?
बोलो बोलो बोलो
बच्चे बोलो,
बोलो
बच्चे बोलो।
चलो इकट्ठे बोलो सत श्री अकाल वेरी गुड सब वेरी गुड
What's that?
This is for you.